Years ago in Babylon, there lived a man named Arkad. He was a very humble man and used to believe in charity and also spent a lot of money. But in spite of this, he never ran short of money. One day, he met his old friends and they started asking him, "How are you so lucky? And how did you manage to become the richest man in Babylon while we are still struggling for a living? You wear the most expensive clothing, eat exotic food, and look at us. We can't even imagine of anything like you." Once, there was a time when we all were same and equal. We used to play together, study from the same teachers, and you were just amongst us and had no extraordinary skills, and the struggles were all the same and equal. Please tell us, Arkad, what did you do different to become the richest man, and why is God so happy with you that He chose only you and showered all His blessing only on you? Arkad said, "I will surely tell you this. You all have not learned the true laws of making wealth, or maybe you guys have forgotten. Let me teach you these laws by narrating my own story. All this started when I was very young, and while working, I observed all good and fascinating things and tried to understand that wealth is very important for all the luxury, and also money gives us strength. So then I decided to work hard on these things and achieve my share. My first job was carvings on stones, and there I worked very hard but couldn't see good profits. All my earnings were going in food, clothing and shelter. One day, a moneylender named Alchemist came to me and he gave me a certain amount of work and told me, "If you finish this work in 2 days, then I will give you 2 extra copper coins." Hearing this, I started my work in full swing. After 2 days, when the moneylender visited to check the work, unfortunately, the work was incomplete. He was very angry, but still with great confidence I asked, "Alchemist, you are a very rich man. Please tell me the secret to get rich, and I promise, without taking any copper coins, I will finish your work and hand over." Alchemist laughed and said, "I liked your confidence. You finish my work by tomorrow, and in return I will tell you the secrets on how to get rich." In the morning, when Alchemist arrived, the work was ready. And I said, "Your work is ready now. Tell me the secret to get rich." Alchemist said, "Listen carefully, my friend. I found my way when I decided to pay myself first." And I replied, "That's it? And you became rich?" Alchemist replied, "Yes, only this turned a shepherd to a moneylender who is standing in front of you. Don't you pay for the stitched clothes you wear or any other needs? Tell me, how much have you saved from your last income or your entire last year's income? You are very naive, Arkad. You only keep paying to everyone except yourself. Always remember to pay 10% of your monthly income to yourself at the beginning of the month, which will eventually help you generate wealth. Always remember, wealth is like a tree that is sprouted with a small seed. The first penny saved by you will be the seed sprouted and eventually grow into a huge tree. The more early you start saving, the early you will enjoy the benefits." Saying this, Alchemist left. I then started following him. I started saving 10% of my income every month, and surprisingly, I could easily manage my living with the remaining money. One day, Alchemist came back after a year and asked about the savings, and I told him that I managed to save very well. So he asked me, "What did you do with that savings?" I replied that I gave the money to my friend who is a sailor and gets jewelry from other countries, and once he's back, we will sell all those jewelry expensive in Babylon. And Alchemist asked me whether my friend worked only at this, and I told him, "No, he works in construction of houses." Alchemist got very angry. He said, "How can you trust a person working in a construction line and give money to buy jewelry from other country? Does he even have proper knowledge about the product? How can you guarantee the jewelry that he is going to get is worth the money? Will you ever go to a baker and ask about the stars and moon? In fact, you will go to an astrologer and seek help if you use your brains. You should have given this work to some jeweler who is best at it. Never mind, people always make mistakes before learning. Do not feel sad and continue saving money." Alchemist said this and left from there. Alchemist was right. My friend was fooled with artificial jewelry and returned back. But I didn't lose hope and started working hard and saving money again. A year later, when Alchemist arrived, I told him that I purchased bronze from the saved money and gave the person who made medals, and in this deal get commission on regular intervals. Alchemist was now happy to hear this. and further asked, "What did you do with the extra earned money?" I replied saying that I bought the finest clothes, drank rarest of wine, and gifted myself the luxurious things. Alchemist started laughing and said, "You are chopping your tree before even growing it huge. And if you keep doing this, one day you will land up from where you started. You are eating the children of your savings. You should reinvest your money without spending it on unimportant things. The time will come when you will be in a position to enjoy your money in whatever you want and without reducing your wealth. But this is not the right time." Now Alchemist came after many years to meet and asked about my business, and I replied, "Not everything is going as I wished, but my savings are earning me more money and its children and so on." Now I finally understood how to earn more money, and by this Alchemist was so impressed that he made me his partner, and now you know where I have reached. All the secrets and laws to create wealth and my thoughts I have shared with you guys through this story. Now I wish and pray that you guys also follow these laws and create your own wealth. So to conclude from this story, we have learned some key lessons. Number 1, pay yourself first. Always save 10% for yourself and manage your expenses with the remaining 90%. Number 2, seek advice from people who are competent to give it. Always seek advice from people rather than blindly investing. It is always advisable to contact the experts. Number 3, make your gold work for you. Always invest the money into instruments which gives you good returns and reinvest till you reach the level you create your desired wealth. All these things I have shared from the book The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason, which is a classical edition of financial literature. Thanks for watching.